Namaste and welcome to this episode of the Thursday Thoughts. I thought let's discuss about the education system. A lot of people think the Indian education system is not good enough, and there is a lot of talk about brain drain and things like that. Let us just have a look with some figures I have just collected from one of the articles on the net. And I thank myself and I think myself as a lucky person to have access to net as well as being able to share these thoughts with all of you. Not many people in India are really blessed enough to have these facilities. So let's just have a look at it. How is the education system in India, first of all? Because to me, to my knowledge, India is one of the countries where its culture or its ancestors started education long back, and maybe the first among the many civilizations or many ethnic, religious, or cultural societies to have started the education system, the formal education system. So, having said that, how it is right now today in India. So, just let's have a look at it. To some figures tell me that in the as per the census, 84.7% of the males are educated, are literate in India, whereas this figure is 70.3 as it when it comes to the female population. And with all these figures, I think it's an achievement because the country that boasted of universities, the age-old universities like Nalanda, Takshila, or maybe even the Gurukula ashramas, ages before any other country started it. Uh, it's definitely a poor commentary about the state of the schools in this country, but look at the diversity that we are living in India, the diverse cultural backgrounds, the diverse ethnicities, the diverse linguistic population, and the diverse religious beliefs. All this actually are at crossroads with each other, and that is why I think in India we have one of the most complex education systems in the world. So it's not very easy to manage. And you know what? As of now, when we are talking about the teachers training centers in India, there are 14,000, 14000, 14,000 teachers training institutes, but sadly, only 12% of the people who join there are able to complete it. The rest of the people leave halfway down. And if you look at the schools, the condition of the schools in the country, and I'm told we have more than 1 lakh, 100,000 schools depending on only one teacher for the whole school. Look at the way that the conditions are so poor, in the so poor light, and the commentary reads really very, very sad. And we hear many times, we indulge in talking that no, we should do this, we should do that. Why so many people are not literate even today? Why can't we achieve 100% literacy? All that is fine, but the disparities in the financial systems is so much that not many people can afford to get the facilities that we generally take for granted. Yeah, during the pandemic, we did an excellent job in trying to continue the schools and online education system. In fact, Byju's, one of the tech education systems, what they call it as edutech company. That is what it is known as. Baiju, the edutech company, is probably one of the best or one of the largest and foremost such edutech company in the world, and that belongs to India. It is Bangalore based. So there are a lot of things to boast about. But at the flip side of it, during the pandemic, when the schools were trying to run online schools, you know what percentage of the rural population in India have access to internet, it ranges anywhere between 40 to 70%. So it's not great to talk about. And you cannot have universal education, that to online education, when we are talking about hardly 40 to 70% of the population, rural population, having access to the internet. And 70% of the population, of the rural population, don't have access to devices that we are talking about when we are talking about Byju's or any online education system. So we tend to criticize ourselves. No, we have not done enough. But if this being the condition, I think before blaming any system, we should point at ourselves. Am I doing enough? We have been blessed, as I told in the beginning of this talk, that I'm really blessed that I have got facilities, access to these facilities. Am I really contributing to improve the system at all? So it is incumbent in each one of us to distribute or to contribute towards, rather, to contribute in helping the situation, helping the figures improve. I had one plan. It has been my favorite plan. Okay, not many people pay any heed to it. That's okay. That's the other way of becoming depressed. But I don't want to become one. My point of view is, you have some time back we had like a teak tree plantation drive, and you buy a teak tree or own a teak tree for 1 rupee. After say 20, 30 years, that the value of teak tree becomes 1 crore or 10 lakhs, whatever it is. There were a lot of advertisements in the city that I stayed for the last 30, 40 years. But in the similar way, can we have a company or a big government initiative wherein you can invest money for the children of financially backward sections, whom we can loan money, and after they grow up, the whole education system will be financed or sponsored by this company. They can take loans as and when they want, and after the boy grows up and starts earning, he can repay the money. So why can't we invest in our own children? May not be my own children, but they belong to our society. We interact with them day in and day out. So can we have something like this? I think the onus is on each one of us, educated people, to improve the basic requirements of the country, so that after some time at least, we can boast of a good percentage of educated or literate people. And I think, as per my thinking, education is the grassroots of everything. It is the root cause of everything. All goods or all evils. We are not producing enough number of Nobel laureates. We are not producing enough number of good engineers. But in spite of that, our children are heading corporates in the best in the countries like US, UK, Germany, and we're not. So we have been doing well, but we are not complacent. We cannot be complacent at any point of time. But can we improve the situation, the threshold level wherein an educated person, a child who dreams of becoming, or the parent dreaming of his or their children getting educated with some financial help, if that is made true, if that dream is made true, I think we'll have a better country as regards to the education system is concerned. So with these thoughts, God bless. I pray God to give us good thoughts and good deeds, so that our tomorrow is much better. So till we meet next time, wishing you all a happy New Year, which is in 1 or 2 days. It's coming to all of us. A happy 2023 and a Merry Christmas to all of you. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.